Good evening, all. I hope you've had a good day. Golly, I am so glad it's Friday. Holy moly. Holy moly. Energy's been thick. Life has been thick. Everything's just been thick. Heavy. In lots of ways for all of us, for sure. Individually, however you identify to it, it just is. It is what it is. I met a girlfriend. We went to dinner tonight. The thing about me, where I'm at in my walk, if I see you out in public, we make eye contact, I'm gonna let you know I see you. we can have a stare down. We can have whatever it is you'd like to have. I'm golden for it. It's a golden age, you see. And so it is what it is. That said, something came to me this morning that I rewatched one of my videos and I thought was really powerful because I had said, when people apply pressure, when you feel like you're in pressure, it's just an illusion. It really is, in reference to that. And I feel that so within every beacon of my body, because there's so many different things within my day, within my world, within my circumstances where I feel like there's a pressure applied to me, where it's like I feel like I have all these different moving pieces in my puzzle, and I'm met with these circumstances in these situations and these illusions where it applies pressure because they think I'm going to respond in a certain way. I'm going to do this in a certain way because so-and-so and so-and-so and this and that, whatever. And so it's just so comical to me because I just see it so evidently because the way that my mind operates. And so I want to try to unpack what illusions really are. Okay. So a basic level, an illusion is when something feels true, looks real, or seems connected, but it isn't fully accurate or complete, right? So when you find yourself in a circumstance or a situation and it feels true, it feels real, it looks real. However, it seems something's off, something's not jiving, something about it isn't making sense, right? And that is your intuition. That is your discernment. That is your inner knowing, your inner understanding of your soul telling you like something's off. Something's not right here, right? Like we all got that when it came to the whatever dinner and the possible assassination attempt and all these different things, right? We all got that when the Charlie Kirk assassination happened, right? We all gathered that with the Epstein files and the unraveling and everything that's transpired to this point, right? We all understand that something feels true, something looks real, it seems connected, but isn't fully accurate. Something's not jiving. Something's not jiving, whether it's the story, the testimony, the facts, the distractions, the propaganda, and all of these things circulate together. They all really do. And that's because we have a world that's been built on illusions that have been presented as if they are truth, but they are not actually. They're just illusions. They're just illusions. And so they know how to take control of illusions on the masses with the populace. You see, and so when you kind of tap into those things, you can kind of see them at face value as for what they are. Different types of illusions. Perpetual illusions, what you see. I love these. Your brain misinterprets what is in front of you, common with stress, fatigue, and overload. Oh, I feel that. Oh, do I feel that. It's so funny too. It's like, oh, okay, I see what we're doing here. Cognitive illusions, how you think, connecting patterns that feel meaningful, assuming intent behind them is neutral actions. Example, this keeps happening, it must be connected. And see, that's the thing. It's like now I'm kind of seeing between the two because it's such a unique circumstance, a unique debacle, a unique transition of events when it comes to my story. I can see the patterns now happening within the patterns, in the illusions, in the tactics of the players that are playing their part the way that they can play them, because the circumstantial events that follow around all of us and how ingrained it is. And I hope that statement made sense. I think to those that are watching me, it will. Emotional illusions, feeling becomes evidence, intensity, this must be true. And see, this is where I'm really kind of honing in on recognizing what I'm able to see versus what is truly happening, right? And it's just a matter of understanding what resides inside of you and knowing your truth and what you stand on, right? Like, I'm more than aware of what stands around me, what has transpired around me. I have an understanding of multiple players, multiple people that have played their part, right? In my transitioning of events up until this point, 41 years old, right? However, I'm starting to grasp on the pieces and recognizing like how deep rooted and how deep seated it does go in reference to how far back it does go. And so because it's such a, golly, how do I make it to where it's relatable? Because I mean, it's just so relatable to all of us because we've all just been living through a conglomeration of illusions being spoon fed to us by people that go 0 to 100 real quick, meaning like they weren't famous, now they're the top whatever. They're on these podcasts, they hit the talking points, they hit the keywords, they do all these things. I mean, it's just like, it's just robots, really. And I kind of see that on the grand scale of things and recognizing just how far it has went in reference to what they will do to control the mind. And I see that now because in different ways I've lived in a world where my mind has been controlled until I took control of my mind. And I can see where like people in my life, past, present, and possibly future, are like, oh my gosh, they're this master manipulator. They're this, like, no, there's no master. I'm being me. I'm being authentically me. When I meet you, when I have conversations with you, when no matter what, 24/7, I am being me. Okay. So if those are questions that you are met with when you meet me in reference to manipulation, this and that, then that's a mirror to you. Because it's like, what is it that you're trying to do? What illusion are you trying to do? What applied pressure are you trying to do? What tactic are you trying to do? What are you trying to do in this conglomeration of what this entire thing has become? Because what? Well, I'll tell you what. Because it started with so-and-so that knew so-and-so, that so-and-so was embedded with so-and-so, and so-and-so did so-and-so. And you got like, it's so deep-seated in reference to, oh goodness, we're going to save that for a rainy day. We're going to save that for a rainy day. Because they know. They 100% know. They do indeed. They know that I know a good idea in reference to it. Because if they weren't too concerned about me, we would have already made it to court. This would have already went through the judicial system that is so well prominent with upholding the law, right? And so if what they say is so true, and if they're so backed up in facts and evidence, then we would have already met there. And see, we haven't. We haven't. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because something built on lies, corruption, deceit is bound to fall. It's bound to fall. And it's bound to fail. That's why you should not be on the side of anything that's built on that, truthfully. And if you are, I pray for you. I pray for you. Wholeheartedly, I do. Because it will fall. Whether that's when you meet your time, when it's your time to pass on and go on to heaven, or if it meets you here. But it's going to eventually meet you. And then you're going to have to answer to those things. You know, and I don't want that for you. I don't want that for no one. I really don't. And so it's one of those things.